Hey guys, thanks for checking out The Film Geek. Today I'm starting a new segment for my channel, and it's going to be called Forgotten Franchises. So what I'm going to do is just find these franchises that have slowly been forgotten to time. So I'm starting this all off with one of my favorites, and that's the Darkman trilogy. That's right, a lot of people don't know this, but yes, there is a Darkman trilogy. So what is Darkman? Alright, Darkman was a 1990s superhero slash horror thriller thing. The story goes like this. A brilliant scientist is left for dead, and he seeks revenge on the thugs that tried to burn him alive. Darkman was filmed on a budget of $16 million and went on to make almost $34 million in its theatrical run. So this movie was not a flop. In fact, it's also a critical success, sitting at Rotten Tomato with a score of 84%. This movie was not just a success financially, it was also a success critically. So why is it forgotten? That I couldn't tell you. I really don't know what happened here. If you're a 90s kid or an 80s kid, you definitely know Darkman. What you might not know is that there was two direct-to-video sequels. Darkman 2, The Return of Durant, 1995, and Darkman 3, Die Darkman Die, 1996. And let me tell you, honestly, the third movie has the best title out of all of them. Darkman Die, Darkman Die. I mean, that's just freaking great. One other weird thing about these sequels is that they're actually released out of order. Originally, the third film, Darkman 3, Die Darkman Die, was supposed to be the second movie and vice versa. Why they changed this upon release, I don't know. To be perfectly honest, it doesn't change anything whatsoever. You can literally watch the two sequels in a completely different order and it doesn't change anything whatsoever. But one thing does change in the film, and that is Darkman is only played by Liam Neeson in the first movie. In the second and third, he is not played by Liam Neeson. He's actually played by Arnold Vosloo of Mummy fame. He played Imhotep in the Mummy movies. Now, I couldn't really tell you why Liam Neeson did not return back for the role of Darkman. Now, I can suspect it has something to do with winning an Oscar in '93 for Schindler's List. Now, I'm not positive about that, but I think, just hear me out here, I think he won the Academy Award and decided maybe making two Darkman direct-to-video movies isn't the best idea for my career at this point in time. Okay, so here's a little bit more about the sequels. Darkman 2, The Return of Durant, has the secondary villain from the first movie returning back. He was kind of the hired gun that the main villain used to get at Darkman. And that's pretty much it. It's just a revenge story. He's just going after Darkman through the whole thing. I mean, there really isn't a whole lot more to it. The only thing that's interesting is it doesn't seem like a lot of time has passed. That's what's weird about it is because this movie would have really fit better as number 3, to be perfectly honest. When you do watch them, that's the one thing that kind of makes sense is that the secondary villain who... I hate to do a spoiler here, but if you... Spoiler for a moment, he don't make it. Okay, he don't make it at the end of Darkman, and it's not in a fashion that you're like, I don't know, maybe he made it back, I don't know. I'm no scientist. No, it's not like that. This guy is gone. But he's back. It's okay, because the good thing about old Durant is who plays him. None other than Larry Drake. That's right, Dr. Giggles is the villain of the second movie and the secondary villain of the first movie. So if you like Dr. Giggles, it's nothing like this movie, but it's the same actor, so there you go. Okay, so the third movie, Darkman 3, Die Darkman Die, the best named of all of the sequels, as I like to say. It's pretty much your typical superhero fare. There's a bad guy by the name of Roker, he's a drug lord, and, you know, Darkman wants to take him down. That's the gist of it. Now, what do I like about this one? It's cheesy, it's fun, it's your typical 90s superhero movie. Good guy, bad guy, it's just that. It is a lot more violent than your average superhero fare, and that is one thing about the Darkman movies I forgot to add is they're all R-rated. So, I mean, you got a lot of heavy violence in this, you've got some great action in these movies, so honestly, it's a lot of fun. That's what makes these movies good. They're not typically good movies, they're fun movies. They're guilty pleasures. Now, the first movie is very solid, don't get me wrong. Directed by Sam Raimi, it's a classic. The other two aren't bad. They are definitely direct-to-video movies. This isn't Shakespeare, guys, it's Darkman. Now, I'm not saying they're bad. What I'm saying is that they are what they are. Enjoyable, a fun watch, a great afternoon, maybe a fun evening where you just want to stuff popcorn in your mouth and not think too much. That's what the Darkman trilogy's for. Now, here's my thoughts on this whole thing. The reason why I feel it's forgotten is I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Darkman at all. And in today's superhero world with the Marvel and the DCU and all of this stuff, why, you know, a third character could be a lot of fun. He's not tied to a superhero comic book or anything. He's just come from Sam Raimi's imagination. So he's a Hollywood-created superhero. There has been comic books. There has been Evil Dead crossovers with Darkman comic books. So there is a comic book, I guess you would say, lineage here, but he is a Hollywood-created superhero. I think with the superhero genre where it's at, and especially with movies like the Deadpool series and Logan, that prove that there is an R-rated movie superhero fan base out there. What do you know? Grown adults are willing to pour tons of money into your movie if it's good. And sometimes these characters deserve violence and curse words. Okay guys, thanks for again checking out another Film Geek video. I really enjoyed talking about this franchise I feel really could benefit from a reboot. I mean seriously, I really do. I don't generally say that about movies, but I feel Darkman in the right hands, namely Sam Raimi, would make a fantastic remake. I would love to see more Darkman. Okay, maybe not Liam Neeson as Darkman, because he's gotten a little past his prime as an action hero in my opinion. But there's plenty of young actors out there that really would probably be great for this role. It's campy, it's fun, it's over the top, and it's really what Hollywood is kind of looking for these days in my opinion. So yeah, I think it would really benefit from a really good, solid remake, bring it up to the times, and I think audience today will really enjoy it. So hey, this brings us to the end of another Film Geek video. Thanks again for checking me out, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, like the video if you like what you saw here, ring that bell for notifications, and of course, one last thing, and that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.